Welcome to a very special edition of the Awdid here at We Believe Digital Studios in Jackson, Mississippi on Livingston Road. If you need any media assistance, please give us a call, 1-800-492-5186, and we'll be glad to help you guys with any media needs, whether it be start your own podcast, do a commercial, or hey, how about you need an event filmed? Give us a call. We'll be glad to send someone out to talk to you about it or bring you in to discuss it with us. So here at We Believe Digital Studios, we want to do things differently here. We want to make this like a family. So we appreciate you guys for your support. Don't forget to like and share the videos. Check us out on WeBelieveDigital.com. We got a radio station going, and you can also see our videos. Don't forget the YouTube and Instagram. Also, We Believe Podcast. Like and share. Thank you guys for subscribing. We do appreciate it. Now to this special edition of the Audit, and you know me. Am I gonna cuss today? Probably not as much as usual. However, I'd like to revisit something we were discussing yesterday in the testing video. And again, we are doing some changes, so you may see some people talking during commercials. You may hear some commercials talking during the people. You don't know right now. We're testing and changing some stuff. So we got a lot of people back and forth between the cameras and stuff. But hey, the content itself is strong. And that's what we're going to be clipping and sending out to you anyway. So, hey, back to the revisit of yesterday's topic. We were talking about the American. Now, I don't like to use words wrong, so I'm going to use it the right way. It says in 1945, the Joint Intelligence Objectives Agency. Now, I can't really say that in good faith because there was no intelligence used in this decision. This is the 1995 Joint Ignorance Objective Agency. They decided a subcommittee established by Joint Ignorance Committee and the Joint Chiefs of Staff, got to have been smoking joints, was tasked with retrieving German scientists, doctors, and engineers who are identified as intellectually vital to the Third Reich. Now, this decision by your government to bring them over here, and remember yesterday we were talking about how many they brought. So you have to go and do a little bit more research to find out those numbers. But, you know, I did. 425,000. I was speaking to Dr. Henderson yesterday, and he said one of those camps were right here in Clinton. And he said those people would get out of those camps and marry the people in the neighborhoods of Clinton. So because they didn't tell us about this, and it was taking place all over the United States, in the United States, at the end of World War II, there were prisoners of war camps, including 175 branch camps, serving 511 area camps containing over 425 prisoners of war, mostly German. The camps were located all over the United States, but mostly in the South. Why is that important, people? Where's our racist of states, our least likely to get along states, the most manipulated states, the least educated states, the poorest of states, the controlled minority states, the ones that are being controlled. We're a majority in numbers, but we are a majority in power. Why is that? Let me tell you why. Because in 1945, 425 prisoners of war, mostly German. The camps were located all over the United States, but mostly in the South. That's why, people. That's why. And so when they actually decided that they're no longer prisoners of war, and most of these people worked at your military bases, your engineering, your factories, those good jobs that the people who actually were already here couldn't get, well, these are the people who got them. And you said that was only 425,000. No, it was not. Because if you dig deeper, after they decided they were no longer considered prisoners of war and they were repatriated to not like Germany anymore and now love the United States, they allowed them to bring their families over. Yes, mama, daddy, grandmama, auntie, uncle, cousins, nieces, nephews, doctors, lawyers, all these people. So 425,000 times, let's just say 6. We're in the millions, people. We're in the millions. And if they told you about 425,000, based on what I know about this government, it was probably 3 to 4 times that much. Now, what they did tell us in school, they told us about those dirty Japanese people and 112,000 of them that they put in internment camps. And then they released them and gave them $20,000 a piece so that they could start restaurants all across the United States. Not that that's why they gave them money, but the Japanese people had enough sense to say, you know what, we're going to take this $25,000. We're going to do some shit with it. Now, this was way back in the days when $20,000 was almost like $1 million. That was like $1 million back then. Because you could buy 2 houses, a car, your friend a house, another car, send all your kids to college because it was free, 16 dogs and a cat. Now, I make it funny because it's so damn sad and depressing that we don't know this history. We don't know why the tiki torches are burning. We don't know why the swastikas are on the arm in this country of America. Why that shit don't make no sense to us. Excuse the cuss. Again, it doesn't make sense. It makes sense when you know the history and who they brought over here who already hated you. So when I read an article, or actually it wasn't a read, it was somebody on Instagram, and they said, the Jews are the most tormented people in America. We have more hate crime percentage than anybody else. Now, the prison system would disagree with that, and I personally would disagree with it, but let's just entertain the fact that that is true. Now, based on percentage of numbers in a specific religion or category, being that the number of them is kind of small, but the number of hate crimes is large, then yes, that statement would be considered true. However, why is it true? Well, who was trying to kill all of y'all back in the days? I think it was them Germans. And if they brought them all over here, who you think they targeting? You and the dark-skinned people who they claim to be the most inferior race. Yes. So we brought some people over here who were actually, if you think about Germans, a little bit smarter than the cowboy team over here in America. You know, probably about that much more smarter than the cowboy team. And then when you allow them to work with your government and your military who actually run the country, you kind of set yourself up for a clusterfuck catastrophe of ignorance to take place. And it's not something that you actually saw coming because you don't know history. And because we decided to leave no child behind and give everybody a trophy, it shows you the direction in which they're trying to take you and your children. And that's called slavery. So you like to think slavery was in the past. Well, I know that they're creating those stories for your present and future. That's what they're doing. They're mentally programming you to accept something that's going to happen to you. And you don't see that because you're too busy following whether or not this girl rapper and this girl rapper are gonna twerk the contest off the who the baddest boyfriend, baby daddy is, craziest stuff you ever seen. Excuse me, speakers. So we ain't just lost. We are, I don't even know if we awake. I think we like lost and sleep at the same time. So we can't find you because I keep calling you, hey, but you sleep and you lost. And you want to believe something that's untrue. I dare all of y'all to go look up the size comparison of a European slave ship to a speedboat. And then I want the light-skinned people to think, what were the, original European settlers doing for the first 200 years? And I know you wondering why he said 200 years. Well, that's how long it was before the first European woman came to America. Yeah, y'all didn't know that, did it? Yeah, see, they had already made it over here, had seen the stuff, had been over here back and forth a couple of times for 200 years. No woman would dare take the journey across that water to a unsafe place. They had to establish those colonies first. And who do you think they established them with? Well, all I know is if you over here for 200 years, and back then the dating age was a little probably closer to 16 than 18, they were over here dating already and making babies for 200 years. How many do you think they could have produced over that time period before the first European women started to come over? And they did not come over in the millions, people. They didn't come over in the hundreds either. They barely came over in the teens. Y'all didn't know that either. Y'all looking at these ships and y'all thinking they drug people over here in the masses to America, the promised land. Man, good gracious. I tell you, they really did a job when they said we don't need algebra. So when you start to look at what's happening to you mentally, you look at the television introduction around that same time. Television was introduced 1945-ish. Why all of these things happened in the 1940s after World War II? Well, it's called America Discovered Something. These guys have some advanced technology. We're going to manipulate them, use them. We're going to capture them, force them to work here. And if you know, like I know, the smarter person is going to pretend to be captured so that they can recapture what they said they lost. See, it doesn't appear that Germany lost World War II anymore to me. It appears that they conquered the entire damn world probably. It looks like their will is now our will. Because we have more separation, more division, less religion, less family. It's a target on anyone who is not of that particular group. Now, you can say what you want to. We got a whole border to prove it. We got a whole Florida to prove it. We got tiki torches to prove it. We got an attack on America election process to prove it. So now you keep asking yourself, before I go to commercial, what are we going to do about it? That's the question. What are we going to do, people? Hey, I'll be right back after this commercial.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, keepers of the knowledge for people who speak the truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippiLink.com and click on Home Delivery.
Welcome back to the final half of the audit. And again, we are here at We Believe Digital Studios, Jackson, Mississippi, Livingston Road. If you need any media assistance, give us a call, 1-800-492-5186, and we'll be glad to assist you. Whether you want to start a podcast, do a commercial, or have someone come out and shoot your event, we'll be glad to come out and have someone do it, or we bring you up in here and talk to you. So, hey, don't forget 1-800-492-5186. That's also WeBelieveDigital.com. Don't forget to hit us up on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, and all those other social media outlets like TikTok. We need more subscribers on TikTok. Go check us out. So, again, we are here, second half of the audit. And that first half, I said, what are we going to do about it as I was leaving? Now, this is when I start to disagree with everybody who got a mouth and an opinion. Sit your ass down and shut up. This is what we need to do about it. I ain't marching nowhere. Let's be clear. Not marching anywhere. Have we not learned anything from the past? All the marching does is put your face out there so they can see it. Now they know who to come after. Know who your leaders are. I ain't giving no speeches either. Stand on stage, talk to who? Crowd of cheering people. I don't need an accolation from none of y'all. What I need you to do is share what you like. And if you like it, then share it. This is what I need you to think about. Let's do it their way to them. Let's vote that ass out. Look, R&D has really been terrible. Neither one over the past 48 years, and I did the math, 48 years is equally split between the two of these imbecile groups. What has happened in the past 48 years? Well, I was 2 years old. Jimmy Carter was in office. Ronald Reagan, the actor, ladies and gentlemen, he decided to run for president based on the fact that, hey, got enough money, got enough bank behind him, got enough acting skills in here to convince these people to vote for me, the former governor of California. Oh, my people, goodness gracious. So y'all really do love that TV, don't it? Why would we vote for somebody with some intelligence when we can have an actor? Why would we do anything different than have an actor? I think that's what we want, right? We want people to pretend they give a shit. We don't want real people who care. That might actually fix something. That might actually change something if we had people who really cared. They might actually get us in line, make us quit being stupid if they cared. But no, we want actors. We like to be, tell me something good. Say it in my make it tingle. Yes, go red, go blue. Then you go home and guess what? They ain't raising wages. Taxes are too high. Water is dirty. You should shut up. I should shut up. We all should shut up because we voted for this right here. We went in there and we said we want more of this. Check. In a straight line for 48 years, we did that. 48 years, we went back and forth from between imbecile to imbecile, different color, until we get here today, and they're asking us to do the same thing. Well, I'm actually to do something different. Let's use their technique against them. Whoever's running in the I department, the independent, whether I don't care who it is. We need change. And I'm not fighting, I'm not marching, I'm not giving no damn speeches. Hey, I will strike though. I'll strike now. Y'all want to sit at home for a week and don't do nothing and we take care of each other? My cousin needs something, I'll take him over there. We'll go get him a couple packs of chicken. Hey, we're going to eat all week, but we ain't going to no stores. We ain't going to no restaurants. We ain't going to buy no damn gas. We ain't buying nothing. We're going to get everything we need for a week. We're going to ration and fast and we're going to sit at home. I'm down for that shit. I'm down for that. Y'all want to punish them. You take their money. That's their power. Let's stop spending hours. Let's sit back and actually, since we out for the whole week, let's go hang out with our neighbor, get to know them. What's up, John? Never had a chance to talk to you because we always in and out working. Go hang out and see what's up. Go over here. Don't go too far because we ain't trying to buy no gas. And hey, shouldn't be nobody at the damn gas station to sell you no gas because we on strike, remember? So that being said, we just gonna meet the people in the neighborhood. And if you meet somebody who needs something, help them, give it to them. We on strike. It's just like when the garbage people went on strike. Guess what? It worked. Dr. King put them on strike. It works. See, nobody's gonna change and you bringing them flowers and candy, people. Hey, Mr. Man, we'd love to have a raise. And he's like, no. But then when you sit up there and you get your union together and y'all sit there and say, we ain't taking this no more. I can't even afford to buy shoes for my kids. And I'm in here 80 hours a week. Fuck that. And then y'all, excuse my language. And then y'all sit back and say, we gonna go out here with some picket signs. And y'all go out there and they be like, man, we losing $1 million a day. We made $6 billion last year. They can't even count that high. Let's give them $1 billion. They'll come back in here. That's what they do. F that. I want 3 of them billions, you greedy son of a motherfuckers. We out here acting like $100,000 a year is the best job you ever had for the past 40 damn years. I remember, don't you, James?
Yes, sir.
100,000 back when I was coming out of high school. That's the lick. My kids, we ain't got no kids. my stepkids, my ex, them kids, them my nieces and nephews, 100,000. That was the lick coming out of school. That's 20 years later. Right now, 20 years after that. What's the lick? 6 figures, baby, 100,000 a year. That's the same thing. And y'all don't think we brainwashed and crazy and stuck in a loop of magical stupid? Something wrong with you. That's a loop of stupid right there. Because in 40 years, if we ain't went from 100,000 to 2 to 3 to 4, but the house went from 50 to 100 to 2 to 5, and the car went from $13,999 to $19,999 to $29,999. Hey, we don't even tell you the price no more. Just come on in. You can't afford it. We're gonna give it to you for 10 years. James, we used to do 5, didn't it? It was not even damn allowed to consider a 10-year car payment. You must be crazy. What y'all talking about? You got 2 options right here. You got 48 months and you got 60. Pick one. That's what they told us. Now it's 10 years. Whoo! We can give you the biggest and the baddest of the leather seats and sunroofs. Oh, yeah. Because y'all like y'all stuff and you'll do anything to get it. And they know that because they studied you for years and years. They used to call it the Nelson Report. They had a box on your TV. You push them buttons and they see what you like. They were AI in your ass before they told you what AI was. And y'all up here, AI is new. No, it ain't. It's new to you. That's new to artificial intelligence has been around. Intelligence, however, is fading. That's the problem. You're not thinking that this could be possible. These people could truly be trying to destroy you and your country. The people who run it. Well, guess what? They have a plan. They have a plan. And they tell it to you all the time. You just don't be listening. We're flying in Ukrainians. They're over there bombing them. Why y'all bombing Ukraine? Why was Hunter Biden over there? What is the connection between Joe Hunter and Ukraine? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Joe Biden, why were you a big deal, a part of that bill that sent so many dark-skinned people to prison, even though cocaine let a whole lot of light-skinned people out? What was that about? We forgive him because he's the lesser of 2 evils. Now we choosing evil over good. Like I said, people, let's look at the eye. Look at the eye. Let's vote everybody out who is a Democrat and Republican. Clearly those teams are not working for the people. And I hate to say look for the eye and then they infiltrate the eye. But again, we need to do something. And I'm for voting. And if we can change how people see the vote control this time, if we can change that, then maybe some of these good people, these God people, these people who care about us will get off of their asses, quit passing out flowers and candy, and step up to the plate. Maybe. See, I'm not one of them people. I cuss too much. My background look too dirty. Y'all ain't finna try to drag me under nothing. Even though I ain't studying none of y'all, I will bust that head open with my past in order to get us to a future, because I'm ashamed of y'all. You can't be ashamed of me. I ain't embarrassed of me. I'm embarrassed of y'all. I at least say I did it and I done it and I'm trying to change it. You ain't doing none of that. You saying it is what it is and keep it moving. I'm about how can I make it better tomorrow. That's what I'm doing. So until you're on a page I can read, I'm gonna need a damn translator. That's what I'm gonna need. You know, a translator from intelligence to ignorance. So that maybe I can talk to somebody and then they can translate it to you. You know, because I don't claim to be a teacher nor a parent. I have information and I try to get it to you the nicest way I know how. Please. That is not how I do it. That's how your mama do it. Yeah, I got titties, but this ain't no milk in them. My damn daddy, and he out of shape. This a dad bod, damn it. Quit laughing in there, people. We about to get out of here because you know we done had enough of y'all, and I got a show to get ready for and a sandwich to go get. So, let me get a different camera angle, please, before we head up out of here. Give them as close as you can get me. I'm gonna not throw finger signs, I promise. So I can tell y'all something.
Get it together, brother.
I truly do love y'all. And that's why I do this. I can't stand you. That's true. But I love you. And I want to see us do better. I want to see us come together. I want to see us unite. I want to see us do right. But if you think for a second that I'm going to let you piss on my carpet and I'm not going to train you, you are sadly mistaken. You can't train a dog by giving him treats when he piss. You train a dog by putting his nose in the piss, reminding him that's your piss. And this is where you need to do it. Outside, pop him again. This is where you piss at. Guess what's going to happen after about 2-3 times? He going to go scratch on that damn door because he got to piss. That's how you train a dog. Now, if you're going to act like a dog, then I'll treat you like one. But guess what I'm not going to do? Get that damn dog a treat as my house smell like piss. That I ain't going to do. Get rid of that damn dog. Send that dog to the inferno. I think that's what God said. And I ain't nothing but a messenger sending y'all a warning. Because somebody got to. You know, we can't really punish you unless you've been warned. So now you've been warned because you've been audited.